This is Fano with an hour with the Wolf Pack. And today I'm doing my segment Stepping Out of Babylon. Today is day 3. Today's date is January 24th, 2016. And today I just did the normal diet. And today I decided to take it a little bit easy because last night, I had a lot of dreams about kind of collapsing in my diet, and I had cravings the night before, and it usually happens about the first week or two. You get all your cravings because all the bugs inside of you have to change their diet, and so they fight and they control your brain and tell you to eat what you were eating, if that's like pizza, bread, pasta, any of that stuff that you're trying to give up. So it's kind of like a mental game you have to play, and you just have to not give in for about 3 weeks or more. For me, sometimes it takes about a month or two. And so I basically kind of took it easy today and didn't do anything too crazy, just to kind of stick more on the meditation perspective of it. But besides that, I just did a lot of liquids today, a lot of liquids. And today I had some grass-fed beef, and I think what I'm going to do is have organic grass-fed meat, or in this case beef, about every 3 days. So the goal is basically, it was my only one meal. I ate that with like a avocado. And I did have later after that a couple apples with like this nut butter that has like 8 different organic nuts in it, but the beef was basically my main meal focus. So the goal mainly is just to pretty much stop eating at 7 p.m. and just do liquids then till the next day of whenever you decide to eat. And usually you should fast till about 12 in the afternoon. Basically dealing with the cravings. But also I did a lot of stuff, a lot of projects that I have to do. I did those today. So I think during this week, I'm definitely going to keep up with the yoga, and mainly I like to do about a week of self stuff, like meditation, personal self things to get more balance and get the bugs kind of changing and flowing out. That way, in about 3 weeks from now, when all the cravings are gone, I can just hit real hardcore workouts and really be stuck on a cleaner lifestyle. And another thing I saw today, I watched the new X-Files, and it's pretty interesting. I recommend people watch it or rewatch it, even though it's sci-fi and stuff. Now they're talking about all the conspiracies and things that are relevant that are happening. But people want to call them conspiracies. But I find it interesting on a show that he puts all that stuff out there. And I just think it's pretty interesting that it's hitting TV. And what's real and what's not, who can really justify that? But I do realize that, going back to the consciousness about food, I can eat crappy food and I crave that and it's not good for me and there's no real nutrients, and I'll get sick, or I'll get asthma, or I'll get bad eyes, I'll lose hair, I'll get slow, I'll get no energy. And I know for a fact, because I'd done it, when you start eating really, really clean and start eating what you normally ate, which was a lot of veggies and all that stuff, and you fast a lot, you feel very alive and you can think better and you can do a lot of stuff better. So what I'm trying to say is that that's a fact. Like, I experienced it and I've been through it, and I relapsed, and in the last year or so I could tell that I've been slowing down, but now I'm coming back to the light. And so you can say like all this, there's all these conspiracies and things and all that stuff's bullshit, BS and whatnot, but the truth is that I always come back, always like talking just about food, because food is so true and it's something you need every day, and you can see the difference if you can stick with it to be on a clean diet for about a week, 2 weeks, 3 months, 6 months, a year, years, the rest of your life, and look back on your life when you ate bad. Most people think like, oh, well, candies and soda and pizza and all that stuff's not bad. Well, it is, but you don't realize it till you get like cancer or tumor or any of that stuff. And they give you the option to, believe them of the way they cure stuff, which is through pharmaceuticals, or you can go the other route, which all your ancestors basically did, or everyone from the past. I mean, people around the world today still do it, where they pick the alternative route, which is just realizing that you've been eating fake food and there's no nutrients or minerals in the food. So you go back to eating a cleaner diet, and then you actually change. And, I just want people to understand that everything that people have wrong with them, if you believe you can change, you can change. And there's tons and tons of diets. There's tons and tons of people out there that switched up what they ate, what they drank, what they showered in, what they, the energy they surrounded themselves, changing their work. I mean, there's all sorts of crazy stories. People even just like, cure cancer and stuff by not thinking about it. And people cure cancer just through watching a bunch of comedy movies or something for months upon months. And people cure cancer just from smiling all day. And so the reality is that I hadn't seen or looked up anything that you cannot fix. And I myself fixed a bunch of things wrong with myself. And a lot of things I have were like skin issues like acne, eczema, flakes, and things like that. But that's all toxicity. If I don't eat really clean, it goes out through my skin. And, so basically you should want to live the life you want to live, even though if people think, oh, well, you don't make enough money, it's not, people don't glorify you for certain things. You should just do whatever makes you happy, because every day, all day, until you die or re-wake up again, you will always be in your body. So the only thing that really matters is how you feel. Take care of yourself. I mean, you can spend years taking care of yourself. I mean, you can still help people, and that's what people get very crossed about. That's all, it's being selfish. And it's like, well, if you don't be selfish and take care of yourself, then you're not going to be here anymore, and you're not going to be able to help other people. So I think people need to be more conscious and understand about what people are doing versus judging and doing all these things. And people need to take a look at themselves. And if you got time to judge people, then you got time to work on yourself. And none of us are quote unquote perfect, but I also believe we're all perfect. We're just seeking our perfection every day. And to really work on yourself and really love yourself, it's a all day, every day process. So that's what I'm basically going through on day 3. And it should get more intense as the days go on, because the more cleaner I get, the more my brain will start working a lot better. And yeah, I hope you guys enjoyed and you listen in tomorrow. And this is day 3 with Fano from An Hour with the Wolf Pack. And my segment is Stepping Out of Babylon. And today's date is January 24th, 2016. And I hope you guys have a great night and you live with love.